Yes, it is Turbo Tuesday, gang, in the 55 plus community. This one is all about knees. So hang on, gang. These questions came from within our wall with our family here. There's been dialogue back and forth. I'll definitely share my perspective too and show you how to go onto the app and find your way there specifically as it relates to our knees. Oh, my word, you guys. Okay, so I will share my story when we're on the app part and then at the end. But I'm going to go in and share with you that you all had already shared about a day ago, I think was actually when the sharing took place. So this is Turbo Tuesday. And like I said, we're going to talk about the knees. And depending on the issues you're having, you might be going to the bed flex and doing it there. You might actually be doing the chair, which I'm actually in right now, or you might be doing chair to stand. And I'm kind of doing a little of that too, modifying. Or you might just need, guys, to be open to the fact you might have to click the custom button. And I'm going to, when we're in there, I'm going to share thought process as it relates to how do you know where to go depending on what's happening in your app. And this story came to be today based on Allison Reed Peacock. Bless your heart, girlfriend. A day or two ago, you placed a great post up there, you guys. You need to go and see the entire post that Allison did. But just to generalize, she's saying DDP knee stories. Can I get some? Like, did you have to have surgery, or did DDPY help you so you didn't have to have knee surgery? Can I get some stories out there? Please help me. And Allison, I love your transparency, girlfriend. She shares a lot of her journey, you guys. You need to go hear the entire journey that Allison has been on and now wants your feedback, all of our feedback on what are some of our experiences as it relates to knees and nutrition, everything about that factor. And I'm featuring right now on the screen as well, because these are three powerful women as well that got incredibly transparent out there, reaching out to answer Allison. The one on the left was Jane. Jane, you need to go read her complete comment. Jane, bless your heart. You were so transparent in sharing that your family history. She's the only one in her family, you guys, that hasn't had knee surgery in her immediate family, which is kind of a big deal, you guys, that she's the only one. And so she went on to say things like, I am pretty much the only female on my mom's side of the family not to have knee surgery. And then Jane goes on to explain a whole bunch of other things, though, that she has had in her life. But then she says, DDPY has been part of a lifestyle of healthy choices that you integrate into making your body as healthy as it can be. So Jane has gone the direction of preventative things, so she doesn't face the knee issues that her family has done. Then in the middle, you're seeing Kim Putnam Harkness. I'm sorry, Kim Putnam Harkness is in the middle, and she as well wrote an incredibly long, wonderful comment there to Allison. You guys need to go read that as well. Kim, that was absolutely fantastic. And Kim goes on, she's the perspective of, she's been doing DDPY, but she in fact reached a spot. She did have to have the knee surgery. She had that in June of 2023, and now she's back to doing her DDPY workouts as well. So she's an example. Kim in the middle is an example of DDPY surgery and DDPY afterwards, right? But she shares a lot of great stuff in her comments. Thank you, Kim, for being so transparent and taking the time to answer Allison. Then on the right is Karen. Oh my gosh, Karen, I loved yours as well, because Karen had knee issues like many of us, right? And she took a journey, and within 4 months into DDPY was already seeing breakthrough on her knees. And that's pretty much lines up with my original story as well, Karen. But thank you for those stories. And everybody needs to go on and not only read Allison's long thing, but read the other three, right? They are some great stuff, you guys. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the app. I'm going to give you another perspective here. Okay, so wait, maybe I'll tell you something first before I do this. I don't always share complete transparency, but I will, because actually Allison said, Pam, haven't you been someone that had knee issues? Can you answer this? Well, I didn't answer it before Allison, but I'll tell you right now. Yes, if you watched my 2022 journey, I went from 9 years of dialing back mobility because of my knee injury to both knees, 9 years previous, right? So I had dialed back to the point I couldn't even walk across the street, a golf cart across the street, right? That was my story. But I, as well as Karen shared, within a very short period of time of doing consistently every day the workouts and making little steps forward on everything, the gluten-free shifted the things that are anti-inflammatories that they teach in the level 3 food plan. Well, anyhow, so yeah, I did great. As a matter of fact, I was, I think 5 weeks earlier than my goal. I was already doing 20,000 steps a day, and I was pain-free and everything. Now, Allison, I think you picked up on the fact a few weeks ago, after Mom died and all the stuff was going on with her thing, I was in our garage, tripped on something, went flying across the garage. My right knee took the entire hit, not even using my wrists, nothing. That was my knee. It was black and blue and just a mess. I know it's not broken, but it is definitely suffering. So I have had to go from being top of the hill where I could walk everywhere, trike everywhere, all this stuff, to now, seriously, I'm using a walker part of the time during the day at the points that I can tell I have to modify so much that my knee is hurting too much from stuff that I've done. I get Mom's walker. I didn't give it away, thank God. Anywho, yeah, so I'm using her walker on parts of my day when I can tell my leg needs a break now. Don't give it any more exercise. So I'm going to take you on and show you on the app, what did I personally have to modify? It was a crazy amount of stuff that I've modified, but I'll explain thought process right here, right? Okay, so here you are on your landing page, you guys. Like I always share with you guys, doesn't matter if you're logging in on your phone, an iPad, on a main computer like this one, anywhere you log in, you're looking at your virtual office, right? Okay, when this happened to me, not only was it a mental, I can't even explain how bad the mental was at that moment, the mindset I had to overcome, because I just finished, all of things to do with my mom passing away. And then boom, I have this brand new journey, right? What I did immediately, you guys, I went into, okay, you see where it says my program going across the top. So I'm in my week 3. Notice in the right corner, it says custom. I immediately shifted out. And if you understand custom, so it's a 13-week. It's just like anything else, right? It's 13 weeks, right? Well, you notice I do plenty of workouts. It's 13 weeks like any other program. It's just, it gives me the ability to choose. I was in a much more higher level of working out all of last year, right? So all of 2023. So to have to face every day going in and modifying, I can't do that, you loser, right? I can't do that. I cleared the palette and made it clean so I wouldn't have to delete anything and admit I couldn't do those. Instead, I did custom, and then I went into my favorites area, gang. Whoops, here we are, favorites. So I went into favorites, right? I threw out everything in favorites that does not modify where I'm at right now with this knee, right? So everything in my favorites is something I figured out I can do, right? And even these I have to modify because I just do. My knee's really very unhappy right now. So I have a custom spot. That means each time during the day, I'm like, okay, how many minutes do you want to do right now? Is the knee doing pretty good? Then I pick a longer workout of my favorites. If I only want to do a short thing, because I feel like my knee's probably only going to want a short thing. So if that's the case, gang, then I just go ahead and pick one of my favorites in here that happen to be a short thing, right? Now there's another approach you can do. Now, this is what worked. This is what worked for me, right? Because I've now been at it since January 20th of 2022. I'm comfortable with doing the custom, picking out exactly what my knee says that day, right? Now, here's an example. Let me see. Okay, here's an example one I did yesterday on Monday. Okay. And I'll kind of explain to you how this process, because this one as well, I still actually sat a lot, but look at gang, look at here. I was still able, from mostly the chair, I was still able to, what's it say? 70% of the time I was in the fat burning zone, right? That matters to me because I don't like to starve myself. So I like to burn in the green zone, right? So I can have a balance. So even in the chair, I did 70% in the green zone. 6% even was above. That's actually probably because of the pain was high, right? But so you can still burn calories, burn fat from the chair. Honestly, you can do it in all the workouts. But let's look here. So if you don't feel comfortable creating your own custom and your favorite thing, gang, there's another way to do it. And I would highly recommend it if you're new. You could actually select the bed workout. And you saw where I clicked up in the top right corner where it said custom, right? So you come here, I could pick out a different program, the bed one, the bed to chair one, the chair force, the chair to standing one, standing to chair. You could pick one of those that fit exactly in the realm what you want to, so you have something every day to know that it's taking you on a journey, right? And of course, before my accident, I was all the way up to intermediate plus. I probably did a few of the red advanced, but whatever. The whole point is, you guys, find exactly what you're comfortable with. And there are no wrong answers. Just as you heard Jane, she was doing preventative, right? Kim, she needed to have a knee replaced last June, right? Karen has found her way in just 4 months, has found a way to move out of the pain of her knees. I, on the other hand, had overcome it all, and boom, I'm back recently with a walker. But I'm going to work my way out of it, because this much I know, because my last journey that I took with knee issues, I will find a way. It is all about modifying, you guys. Listen to your body. When Coach DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, always says, modify. He's not being like that's just a word to say. He's saying it because it's the truth. That's how we get our breakthroughs. Take it right to where you can take it and no further. So this is not about, if I get into enough pain, I'm going to have recovery. It's actually the opposite. Listen to your body. Thank you, Allison, for asking the knee question. I'm pretty sure lots of people have thought about it and just haven't asked. So tomorrow is Wellness Wednesday, and that's going to be about our nutrition pillar. Thanks again to Jane, Kim, and Karen. Wow, your answers were so transparent and so long. I loved them. And the rest of you, did you hear Allison say, please give me your story? She wants to know the stories that are out there as it relates to your knees and recovery. What was your story? We look forward to hearing it. Put it in the comments today. Love you tons. Have a dynamite Tuesday. As always, this is the right place to be, is it not? In the DDPY 55 plus senior community. Love you.